What up? Oh man, good luck to you too, bro. I know you don't need it.
Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. On second down, Love. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Beckham the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
Oh, it's working.
The Saints will take over with a 1st down and
all
10.
right, do that jump 5 times. Tell a lie in a minute. Why would I think I'm famous? You the one with all the views, not me. You saying get? Oh, you saying I get famous off of? They'd be like, who is this nigga whooping J ass like that? I got it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Throw the ball!
The Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't
man,
able to
I ain't trying to hit you with it, man.
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
2nd and long.
Oh, yeah.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Man, what kind of animation is that?
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ah.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Max 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins, huh? Mike 50.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take this home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, Monte Nicholson.
Trying to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face. And
92 speed, 93 speed.
It's so easy to be critical of him in that spot, but when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
the gun, it's Jackson.
I was about to say.
Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
That joker is big, though.
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
I think that joker is big, though. I thought he had snatched on him.
Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Now when it comes to them, swatting the ball and stuff, they let them little bitty do whatever.
Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
Oh my God!
Oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Second and 4. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On third down, Samuel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 31-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver.
Oh, the dudes went through the wall, then he came back.
Last play of the quarter.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. So Mike number one. I want that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw.
Man, get the freak out of here, man.
Be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Nah, we're not doing that, Jacob.
He's crashing.
Here's Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Going all the way down on the line of scrimmage.
When you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
You saw him, he went all the way down there and stood right above the center.
Set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Nah, heck no.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains
Get that
turn
on
into
his
bigger
own.
runs later.
Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he shifts past him. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, here's Love. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running
Every
back
time
has
Bryce
skills
Love do the
like a
juke move
receiver,
out here,
and you're
woof.
aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
What the freak?
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
What are you doing? That's a terrible angle, bro.
Oh, and I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with.
Come on, baby.
Throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
I didn't know I called the play.
Back to throw now.
Look at that nigga. Look at that nigga.
Into the hands of DJ
Look at that nigga Mac.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
All mine, bro.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
So nice number one. I'm here all day. Get it on. West. He's coming, double up.
What?
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slapped out.
Hey!
New Orleans.
Go, DJ!
6 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Bullock will send this one
no
away
doubt.
after the touchdown.
I understand, bro.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 24, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. They've got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Rush in. Shit. Go.
Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Jukebox, man. They gave me that bullcrap spin cycle.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Please. Fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, alert 3.
From the 22, Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Marr able to put this one through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down.
That's terrible to Castro. That's terrible to Castro. That's terrible.
Partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness.
That's terrible,
fury,
bro.
because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Oh! Why you so nasty?
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Why you so nasty? Why you so nasty, DJ? Why DJ so nasty? Just let me know when you're ready, big dog. Why DJ?
Touchdown of the afternoon, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Hey man,
Extra point.
We already know what it is, man. We already know what it is, man.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Man,
get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field.
Saints player.
And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
Oh, good play, boy.
Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh no. That little dude.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He can stay hurt.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 50. Trying to collect. Mike's 50.
Jackson operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Let's go, Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Jackson dumps it off for Geis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power.
Oh, Madden give it and Madden take it away.
Old school football fans, they love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard.
Yo. Yep.
Just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the
Man, you gotta give him a fucking chance, man.
Right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Open man is Samuel, complete.
Let go! Let go!
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch.
Man, no matter who I do it to, man, it's a touchdown.
Bullet good on the extra point. And the
I do it to Chark, nigga.
Touchdowns at 21.
He didn't know I threw it to Chark. He thought I was throwing it to him.
Send this one away after the touchdown.
Man, I'm talking about the nigga who caught it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Man, let go, Dean.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a pickup of 17 on
what
that.
What the frick was he doing when he got the ball? Nigga did.
How many times do we see
Nigga was sidestepping or something?
And it does it in so many different ways. In this case,
man, freaking man, let's bring it.
Shifting, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
There go.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the
Nah, nigga, you ain't got jukebox, nigga. You ain't got everybody going crazy when you juke.
Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Boy, you said something.
Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Make him cop that thing up next time, Jamal.
Ooh. Do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught.
They let him catch it anyway, but it's a pass interference, though.
He'll be down deep in New Orleans territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference.
Only good thing about it is my nigga X Factor still lit up. It's all good.
So he might as well have not even had the penalty.
Man, it's a glitch in the game, bro.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's got a cover and he might be gone.
Too bad it's coming back, but Quad!
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach.
Oh, that would be so funny if it did come back, boy. That's funny.
They go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
What up, man? What up, B?
The aggressiveness of the defense, though. They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure
he wasn't on the ground.
Possessed as they were going through that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Oh, okay. Nah, he definitely should not have.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and
Man,
brings
that
up
nigga didn't go
third down.
nowhere.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot
Butterfinger!
the execution of that defense.
Yeah, he was out of bounds anyway, but Butterfinger!
Absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson.
Oh, let's go!
This is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football.
Man, Jamal don't go for that bull,
So a
man.
tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out
You're
of his
supposed to know
hands
that.
on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch.
Well, this is
Hey! Light skin!
10. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ
What that light skinned nigga now?
3 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And I think it's safe to
What
say
that light-skinned
we'll call
nigga
it a
now
touchdown
getting
pass
toast.
longer than that
Dick.
this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
Yo,
Now, your field
man,
goal
come
kicker,
on
you gotta
now.
make sure you nurse
That
some kids and say,
is
"Okay, don't worry about it.
terrible.
When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
That's terrible.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson.
Man, throw that little nigga down.
Tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss.
Throw that little
That's
nigga
gonna lead
down,
to a
man.
3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now it's Jackson.
Hey!
He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate
Man, that's
him
a
little bit
fumble,
'cause it
man.
really got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
71 standing right there.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Pick your head up,
He's
nigga.
had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
I can't. If you get a penalty, I'll decline it. If I can decline it. Jump might be locked up.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
We can't be stopped. You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. 25 yards to the house. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time.
My God, bro.
Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's offensive line. Nigga with ability is getting freaking destroyed.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Man, big hit that nigga, man.
A gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Two regular tackling
start to
for
the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. Flushed out right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
To Antonio Brown. Touchdown, Buffalo.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer.
38, Bills 24.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his
Oh,
left.
it didn't. I get you the time. And the nigga wide open.
Room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you
Well,
overthrown.
those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game.
Oh, my
that time,
God.
unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football.
Oh, my
As
God.
you mentioned, unable to connect.
You don't want it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Check. Lucky.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd
Oh,
and 10.
my God.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively. as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, the rookie nearly.
Man, come on, dog.
Should have had it.
Pick the ball off.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes.
Look at that.
This week
Why-
he's down under 50%.
Why would you have to
see
drift
is the
back?
difference.
Run through
We're
that.
used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Motion, check.
This ain't nothing but some YouTube stuff coming.
Get in the white room. Check three.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, Mike 50. And come on out here, come get some.
Now Jackson to throw again. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Here we go.
And Jackson throwing once more. Incomplete. He had his hands
Why do y'all
on it,
drift
but
back
couldn't
on the
pick it.
picks,
It's
man?
now 4th down.
Why do you drift backwards?
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Safety's creeping. 56. Let him know, let him know. Slip, slip.
Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. Got a man. It's Brown. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Let's go now. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check, check. Go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Again, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
56. Mike's 56. Let's go, defense. Wide.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Tied.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Yeah, we were tired out there, bro. What you mean? Nigga, the clock wasn't moving. The clock wasn't moving. What does calling the timeout have to do with that, though?
As he's on for the 5th time here today.
Well, tell me what calling timeout got to do with anything right there. My guys was tired, bro.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be rolled out, I think, just inside.
Relax,
yes,
little man.
Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
You gonna see who in the bowl.
Getting set for their
What
next
bowl
drive
you talking
New
about?
Orleans offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining.
What bowl you talking about,
so
big
this one should
dog?
just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So this one a victory here for New Orleans.
Good game, bro.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
All
You
them
get the sense
sets.
that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play
Man,
better.
send me Lamar,
but sometimes
man.
it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.
Boy, that was a bad
And that got
passing
it done in
game.
this one.
So for
Let
New
me look at
Orleans,
that chart
they're now a
touchdown.
win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this was basically just an exhibition game for them.
No, they ain't even got the replay
of
of it. Ain't that something?
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
But they got a play that didn't count.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
But they got a
We'll catch you
replay of a
next
play
time
that
right
didn't
here. It's
count.
the
Like, that is so
NFL
stupid.
on EA Sports.
I got this 93-yard touchdown chart caught on that nigga Murphy Jr. Dang, he pulled off from that nigga too. Oh wow. "93-yard touchdown pass by Chark. Catch by Chark, rather. Bring the pressure, 4 sacks. We got 0. That was Murphy Jr. Oh. Got to be more careful, man. Dang, I wasn't trying to do that. Lord. Man, y'all scrappy, man. I'll give you that. Who, me? Hey, man. They ain't got y'all on lockdown, bro? Hey, you going out trying to drink and stuff. Man, you need to stay in that crib, bro. Social distancing. Man, I'm just looking out for you, big dog. That's all. Man.